Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Tens of millions of people here in America struggle with poverty. For many families, poverty lasts for generations because the cycle is never broken. So today, we're going to tell you about a local group on a mission to change that.
Yes, Anselma Villaria is the president and CEO of La Casa de Esperanza, and Danielle Rosado is a client of the program, an early childhood education teacher as well. And thanks for being here, both of you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Is it true it's your 48th anniversary?
That's correct. This coming Friday, we will celebrate 48 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's exciting for an organization to be around that long. Clearly, you're doing great things. Kind of outline a little bit some of the services that you guys do at La Casa de Esperanza.
Well, first of all, the work that we're able to do couldn't be possible with the great support of the Waukesha community and also the greater Milwaukee community. But our main goal is education, so it starts with the little ones 6 weeks old and all the way to, to college. Then we also have a workforce development initiative. We have a clinic to provide mental health, alcohol and drug abuse, outpatient treatment services. We have a weatherization program, and we have 71 apartments for the elderly and the handicapped.
Wow.
That's a lot. I mean, it's such a wide range.
Yeah, and apartments as well. So is this transitional living or for elderly, as you said?
No, it is for elderly. It's permanent living for independent elderlies. That needs, an affordable place. What makes us unique is that we have a senior center. We partner with Waukesha County, Department of Aging, and we have meals, nutritional meals, and activities for our seniors.
It's fantastic.
Why the emphasis specifically on the Hispanic population?
Well, thank you for asking that question. We were established in 1966 with the emphasis to serve only the Latino community. And La Casa is a beautiful story because 48 years later, we have become an asset for the community at large. So even though we have an emphasis for the Latino community, our numbers speak by itself where we serve, the community at large. The majority of our clients right now are non-Latinos, even though, again, our emphasis, our niche is to serve the Latino community.
What are some of the challenges that you face as an organization or that you see for the people that you serve?
Well, it is for us important to, as I said before, to break that cycle of poverty. So the biggest challenge is, as we know, there's a significant achievement gap, between Latinos, economically disadvantaged, and, non-Latinos, more affluent children. And that's true in all over the United States. Wisconsin is not, an exception, and Waukesha is not an exception. So our biggest challenge is how can we break, how can we reduce, eliminate that educational achievement gap? Because as we know, that educational achievement gap translates into an opportunity gap for our children.
Absolutely.
Danielle, you've had the opportunity to use the services as well as serve the community. Tell us a little bit about your story.
Yes. I was a young mom, so my children, well, now I have 3 children, but as a young mom, Antonio went there, and that's where I got interested in becoming a preschool teacher and just the quality of care that he gets. And then that's where my wheels started turning to get education and then wanting to work with children in return. That also helped me become a better parent. And now I work at La Casa, and it's just amazing the growth, just to see the children that we serve, and in return just how it helps me help others in the community with the need. It just really makes you see the need that's out there and the services that we are providing for them. But La Casa has been with me for many, many, many years, so it's very true and humbling in my heart.
I think that's just wonderful when you hear someone who's benefited from an organization then turns around and serves them in return. And for you, seeing children as working with young children, are you seeing that the children and the population that hopefully you are closing that gap and ending some of that cycle in the Waukesha community?
Oh, absolutely. I even look at the quality of care that we give our preschool students, that you think at 2 years old they're starting their letters and numbers and learning it in English and Spanish, but just to see that how important education is from the beginning, and then in return we can also help the parents and they can take it home. So it's an all-around services 24/7, but you can definitely see the difference. And just starting with the younger I believe the children are, to start with education, the further they'll go.
How do you get over some of the stigma of using services? Some people are reluctant to take advantage of a charity or a service because they're embarrassed that they need the help. Are there ways that you work to help people to kind of ease that stigma?
I think it's just being honest, and as females or males, just to say I was there and I needed that service, and if it wasn't for that service at that time of need, I wouldn't be standing where I am now. And I think that helps our parents know, oh wow, she needed it and she used it and there's nothing wrong with it, but in return then, okay, how can we help you better yourself so you won't need these services anymore? So.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful. And do you see there being a big value in the area as well for having both English and Spanish as a language that the young children are learning?
You know, well, as we know, we live in a global economy. It's not anymore about just the borders of the United States. So to have the extra language is extremely important for our children and anyone. Of course, our emphasis and our priorities, our children learn English. And that's the first message that we send, that it is their key to succeed. At the same time, you know, having a second or third language is extremely important.
And we hear it's so much easier when you're a kid. So, you know, start them early. Here's the information for Anselmo that Anselmo was talking about. It's La Casa de Esperanza. You're located on Arcadia Avenue in Waukesha. The phone number to call for more information is 262-547-0887 or visit online at lacasadeesperanza.org for more information. Thanks to both of you for being here.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. And
thank you very much.
Glad to have you back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.